Hey, what is happening, roadies? How are we doing? Welcome back to this interesting little episode here of Roadie Free Radio. This is your host, Larry Milburn, coming at you from a barn in Northwest Connecticut. And gosh darn it, it is a gorgeous May day. Where am I? It's May 24th when I record this little video here for you, this little episode, this little drop in. And I've got a not a chai latte. I'm usually a chai latte guy going, but they were out of chai. So I went with the golden milk, which is quite tasty. Sweet. There's honey, ginger, all kinds of good things in there. Turmeric, good for the inflammation. Anyway, how the hell are you guys? I hope things are well. It has been so long. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know if you can see this. It's been so long since I've recorded something that the rubber bands on my Roswell Pro Audio microphone, Mini K87, the rubber bands that hold the shock mount, they've dried out. So I had to use civilian brown rubber bands to hold this thing together. That's how my life feels right now, as I'm being held together by cheap rubber bands. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're well. I hope things are going smashingly well for you. Festival season is slowly getting underway. Concerts are back in a big way. I just saw Joe Russo's Almost Dead J-Rad for the first time a couple weeks ago at the Westville Music Bowl down in New Haven, Connecticut. Fantastic show. What a band, man. Wow. Really, really good stuff. Big fan now. Can't wait to see them again. And I got a couple of other shows coming up this summer and just some other good things and people to see. But I wanted to drop in here. It has been several weeks since the last official interview was done here at Roadie Free Radio with Derek Vanderwalker. Something a little different, guys. The host of Guys Talking Yoga podcast. If you've been listening to the show, you know yoga is a big part of my life now. I'm teaching and whatnot, and I hooked up with Derek as a fellow yogi and a fellow podcast guy, and we've had each other on our shows, our respective shows, and so that's the last episode that I got to put out, and that's what I'm going to address right now. So if you've been following the show, by the way, we just had our 7th anniversary, and so what I'm about to tell you kind of pains me here. It's been a struggle to make this video and to put this out there for you, but I think it's important to do so. So we just had our 7-year anniversary, which is just incredible to me that this thing has been going for 7 years. And in the past, as you know, if you've been listening or watching this show for a while, you know that in the last few years, there's been some gaps. There's been the 2-3 month, maybe a 6-month gap in interviews and whatnot. And, due to work, due to the pandemic, due to all sorts of different things. And there's a little loosey-goosey gap going on right now. And so I got to address that. And I'm basically going to say, here it is. This is the official. I am taking a break from Roadie Free Radio. The show is going on an official hiatus, a sabbatical, if you will. Excuse me. Because I just cannot keep up and I cannot do the show at the level that I'd like to do the show. So let me back up just a moment here. Coming into this year, back in December, I sat down with my little yellow notebook here. I made a whole list of things that I wanted to do for Roadie Free Radio, all the stuff that I wanted to do in 2023. Was very excited about it. As I mentioned, I started teaching yoga 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago now, and things in the yoga space have totally taken off. I teach up to 9 classes a week now. I love it. It's good for my health. It's good for everybody else's health. And it's been amazing. And more opportunities keep popping up in that space for me. On the flip side, on my video world, which is really how I make my money and my career for the last 30-something years, as a filmmaker, I've got one client now. I cut everybody else out after the pandemic. I've got one client down in New Jersey. They are a medical device manufacturer. Great people, awesome people. They're just great to work for. I go down there every Monday. I produce the podcast. I shoot all their video content, come up with great wacky ideas. They love all of them. We do that. Then they've also hired me to teach yoga for them on Mondays. So at the end of all my shooting at 2 o'clock, I change my clothes and I teach 2 45-minute classes back to back at the yoga studio, which has been amazing. So that's all super groovy. But between that company in New Jersey and between the yoga stuff, somehow Roadie Free Radio got squeezed out of the middle, and I haven't had time to do anything. And when I was just talking to some friends about this, when you take time away from doing these creative things and you are ready to come back, you realize how much work goes into all this, between finding the guest, booking the guest, doing the interview, editing the interview, doing the stuff for the YouTube channel, getting the email newsletter all together and all. Like, there's a lot of pieces that go into this, and it takes a lot of time. And it's a little daunting. Not that I don't want to do it, it's just a little daunting. And I am still basically a one-man show here doing it, with the exception of my phenomenal, amazing assistant, intern, whatever you want to call her. She's amazing. Adriana, who many of you have been hearing on the Roadie Free Radio Rewinds. She has taken that ball and run with it, and she has been in charge of putting those things out. But she is an NYU film student, and she's coming into her senior year, and she's got aspirations of being a filmmaker on her own and doing some film editing, and I've got to support that and let her go do that and give her jobs like that in the editing space that she can do so she can grow and learn. So first of all, shout out to you, Adriana, if you're listening or watching this. And second of all, so I've put her on hold in terms of doing the rewinds. So going forward for the next, I don't know, man, maybe 6 months, maybe till the end of the year it could be, I'm putting the kibosh on new interviews on the Roadie Free Radio Rewinds. Perhaps there might be something special and cool that I just can't pass up, that I will do an interview for, or someone that I'll drop in and see, or a product or something, and I'll just get excited and want to interview that person, or film something about that product, or film a trip, whatever the heck it is. So that may pop up. But in terms of really going for it, I've got to put it on hold, and it kills me, man. This decision has kept me up for the last several months. What should I do? How should I do it? How should I come back? Should I come back? All that kind of good stuff. And as I said, if I can't produce these shows at a level that I want to, at a level that I think it deserves, then I just don't really want to do it. And I really can't take the time. Fridays have become full-on yoga day. I teach 3 classes that day. Saturdays, I teach 2 classes. Wednesday and Thursday nights, I teach a class now. Which, by the way, if you're interested in taking any yoga, you want to do it online, or you happen to be up here, hit me up, man. You know how to find me, info@roadiefreeradio.com. Happy to talk to you more about yoga if it happens to be something that you've been interested in. I'm also looking to launch a new side business in the yoga space, and hopefully that's going to get off the ground this end of this summer, launching a website end of this summer, and if not during the fall, I'm going to have something going out with that as well. So I will keep you all informed about that. But so there's just a lot of stuff that is, and of course I'm a dad and a husband and a son, and our families live very close by, so a lot happening. And I just want to say, as many of you know, again, if you've been following the show, this project, this amazing thing called Roadie Free Radio would not be possible if it were not for your interest and your love and your support and your guidance along the way. I started this show on a whim 7 years ago in a total downturn of my career, frankly. And I just thought it would be this little thing on the side that I would do, and it's turned into something much, much more. It's provided me with incredible opportunities. It's provided me with incredible friendships and connections and networking opportunities, and just fun times and just great people I've met along the way, and other amazing opportunities. Some of those have come to pass this year. We'll see. I've been asked to do some other things in this live music space. So I'm going to see how some of that can fit in as well. But I just can't keep it going right now. I just can't do it, man. So we're going to see what happens over the next 6 months with the yoga stuff and with the with this company down in New Jersey. And I will be back. The show is definitely not over. I'm not killing the show. The website's going to still be live. You can go back. I encourage you to go back through the archives, listen to some episodes, find those nuggets of things and conversations and people that may benefit you or benefit your career. I'm still here, info@roadiefreeradio.com. If you need me, send me an email. You know I'd love to hear from you. I will be at AES in the fall in New York, and I'm going to damn sure try to go to the NAMM show again in Anaheim next year in 2024. So I will be around. I'll be getting my face around. You know I like to do that, and I would love to connect with any of you out there. So that is the official word from me. We are taking a break here at Roadie Free Radio. It's going to sadden me not to do these things, but got to move forward. Got to go where the money is and got to go where the opportunities are right now. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to look back. I'm going to make the step, plant the flag, and go forth and go forward. I will be back. Again, I want to thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Adriana, for all of your hard work. And yeah, I'll see you guys down the road.